We back. So David, Bert, aka D4vd, all his friends is hiding, man. And yeah, it ain't looking too good. Cause when the story first came out, you know, they were saying that he didn't kill a girl and he's not a murderer. He didn't do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? The man next to him, y'all know him. He called himself the wiener. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, a pedo, this dude called himself the wiener. Like, the other dude called himself Neo. Like, he think he the one from the Matrix. Is just some girl named Pokemon. They're a group of weirdos, bruh. But all the friends is hiding, man. Let's see what's going on with them.
Like I said, little signs of love, hints of, oh, I might like you. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna buy you a bag, some chrome hearts. I'm gonna buy you a bunch of shit because I'm a trick. Plane ticket to Japan, that's easy.
In July of 2025, streamer Jason the Ween released a love song named Summer Uptown with the singer David. But little did Jason know, in the trunk of David's Tesla was a deeply disturbing secret.
Detectives proceeding cautiously as they investigate the death of a missing California teenager whose body was found in a car belonging to popular singer-songwriter David.
He had already killed somebody, a girl, a very young girl at that.
Rest in peace to Celeste, man. Y'all drop them RIPs for Celeste in the comment section.
Months earlier. And in front of the cameras, David gave the impression that he was a nice, normal guy.
How tall is David? Hey, look, there's been a lot of discourse.
Look at him, man. They look weird. The pedo and the wiener. Like, come on, bro.
There's been a lot of discourse regarding my height. I'm going to just say, Jason is taller than me by about an inch.
See how they... He taller than me by an inch. You gonna say the dude named the wiener is taller than you? But see how all that you see, but they just a bunch of weirdos, bro. They just weird. I wouldn't care how much taller you was than me. If the word wiener is in your name, then I don't even want to stand next to you, cause I don't know no grown people going around calling themselves the wiener. It's crazy.
That is not an inch, bro.
But nothing could be further from the truth.
About this new evidence revealed in today's hearing and the fact that David's phone, according to prosecutors, contains child porn.
In the aftermath of his charges, questions have been raised about the people who knew David. Were there any warning signs? Was he a master of deception? And did he use the world of streaming to just hide in plain sight? Although he's mainly known as a singer and a musician, David actually started off as a streamer.
I really wanted to be a content creator and a streamer and kind of YouTuber, all that kind of stuff. And I was making montages on YouTube of like my gameplay, putting music behind it, trying to be like the best Fortnite player. And then my videos got copyright striked, so I couldn't make money off of it.
Here we go. Another Fortnite champion. We got a Sean Got in the building, y'all. Another Fortnite champion. I'm sick of y'all, bro. I'll probably never play Fortnite ever again in my life.
Of it, and I was like, yo, I don't know what to do. I go to my mom, I'm crying. I'm like, yo, mom, I'm not making money no more. I don't know what to do. Da, 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 da. She's like, how about you make your own song? So I'm like, all right, bet, let me do that.
Okay, so I start watching my clips. Like, I'll get my gaming clips at the end of the day, and I'll start looking at them. And I'm thinking about, like Hans Zimmer almost, scoring, uploading the shot to the beat and everything, and then letting the instrumentals speak, right? So I'm not even really singing at this point. I'm like speaking just like in melodies and just letting the gameplay do the work for me.
In July of 2022, he released his breakout single, known as Romantic Homicide.
So what inspired the hook, In the Back of My Mind You Died, is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Right? I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear.
David landed a deal with Interscope at just 17. And to the outside world, he was a big inspiration. But behind the scenes, David had a dark side. Prosecutors now suspect that David began messaging Celeste Ribas in 2022, who was just 12 years old at the time, 11 or 12, while David was 17.
We found out that she was 11 when he first started talking to her.
Prosecutors also say they were intimate from at least September 2023 onwards. And even though this relationship had the potential to destroy David's career and social connections, he even invited her on stream and decided to hide her in plain sight. In March, David joined 100 Thieves as a content creator and streamed himself with Celeste.
Where's your media
I personally don't.
Yo, I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
See what I'm saying? Straight wheeled her. Y'all heard what she said? She was trying to expose him right there.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
In February of 2024, David posted on TikTok about finally getting to spend Valentine's Day with someone. On February 15th, Celeste was reported missing, and reported missing again in March and April. That summer, Celeste's boyfriend, or at least what he saw himself as, David, captioned a video with "Bored in Dublin, missing my girlfriend." David by now had become a pretty big name with a huge legion of fans, and one of these fans was Jason the Ween, who invited David on
The Wiener. Don't be letting no grown man come around you calling themselves the Wiener, bro. Not at all.
to his stream in September. Unbeknownst to him, he had started a friendship with a criminal.
Or you want to keep going this?
I don't think I'm gonna retire that early.
Okay.
Like, what is early to you? Like 20?
Like 30. You're retiring at 30.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 19.
What the f?
I just turned 19.
What the f?
I'm trying to retire tomorrow.
Through Jason, David got introduced to the wider FaZe clan.
Don't worry, I gave you an hour and a half before I came.
Weirdos. What is that, bro?
Nah, you good, bro?
How we doing? How you doing, bro?
He said that y'all met before.
Yeah. Let's see you again, bro.
How you doing, bro? You good? Chilling.
What y'all just do?
David also appeared on Plaque Max's Song Wars.
Yes, sir. Y'all introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm David. Nice to meet y'all.
That's how
Max,
you
he needed
pronounce that.
some versatility and some
Facts.
new music.
That's how you
in the
pronounce
Song Wars,
that?
So I make sad indie music. It ain't gonna be no rap. So
Let's do it.
But Jason was clearly the streamer that David spent the most time with. In 2025, David previewed songs with Jason, and both Jason and Pokimane starred in the music video for David's song "What Are You Waiting For?", which simulated someone being captured and tied up.
Action. All right, touch the glass a little bit. Yep, low the panic, panic. Yeah, try to jump up too. Look up, try to reach the top. Get up, try to reach the top. Jump. All right, now look at your wrist, try to get out the road. Pull it, tug it. Cut.
David also brought Jason on stage at Coachella.
Come on, bro. Look what he doing with the mic. These dudes is weirdos. Look how he on stage with the mic. Come on, man. And what kills me the most about the situation is y'all was around this girl and y'all tried to act like y'all didn't know she was underage and y'all knew that girl was underage. Crazy.
And 3 days after Coachella, on April 23rd, is the last day that Celeste was seen alive. According to prosecutors, she went into David's home and was never heard from again. It was around this time that authorities believed that David brutally murdered this poor young girl. But just days later, David was back in the spotlight once again promoting his upcoming tour. And although he was now carrying a very, very dark secret, he seemed chillingly normal when doing interviews and collaborating with different streamers.
Has captivated fanatics around the world. He crafts deeply personal songs that are still universally relatable, weaving poetic lyrics with haunting melodies over soulfully vulnerable, modern, alternative production. From his phone to your playlist, this guy has truly humbled the music business, all while still being one of the good guys. And the artist is, the writer is David.
That was the best summary of my music ever, bro. Thank you for that. But I love Pokimane so much. I was watching her streams years and years ago.
She's amazing.
So fun to work with, dude. She's amazing. And Jason, I've been a fan of for a minute too. Black Boy Max, all the FaZe Boys, 100 Thieves, all my streaming buddies.
A weirdo.
He's I just love being involved in this community because it's where I came from. So every chance I get to kind of get back into the mix and support and have people interact in the music world, in the streaming world, I love doing that.
Jason at the time was in a relationship with Sakura, which could be why David also appeared on her stream too.
Did you guys know that me and David are actually related?
My second cousin.
Yeah.
Me and Asia go the same family function.
There go Neo. Hey, Neo. Where you been at? Either you or David was in that Tesla. But we got the picture of you with the red jersey on, light skin, long hair. You fit the description to the person to a T. But they said it was David. But we know it couldn't have been him because at the time, he wasn't here. So it had to be you, which is why they came and locked you up. Another weirdo.
We go on road trips, she's in the backseat type. Low key,
Backseat?
I'll be there too, bro. Some driving.
David also did a mukbang with Pokimane.
Wait, no, shoe rules. Shoe rules.
Welcome!
What are the shoe rules?
Whatever you guys want.
You sure?
You can do shoes around the house.
And the scariest part of these streams is just how normal he comes across.
Have you tried this?
Who invited bro to the cookout? Who invited bro to the cookout?
Cause he a weirdo himself. He know how to be a weirdo around a bunch of other weirdos. Drop a Buddha plum for everybody being weird. They just weird, bro. Straight dweebs.
He then recorded the song Summer Uptown with Jason and went on his North American tour in August and September of 2025. But on September 9th, all of these upcoming concerts and David's entire career were put on hold.
Hey, good morning. And it was workers here at Hollywood Tow on Mansfield Avenue who noticed a strong odor coming from that vehicle where human remains were found, a decomposing body. And we're getting new details about this gruesome discovery. Take a look. We're learning that the vehicle involved is linked to Grammy Award-winning singer David, whose full name is David Anthony Burke.
As the news came out that the victim involved was a 15-year-old girl, Pokimane gave a very carefully worded statement which focused on the victim and didn't make any reference on who the perpetrator could be. It said, "I've gotten a lot of messages about the David news and wanted to say I'm as shocked and disturbed as everyone else finding this out. Hoping justice will be served soon. My thoughts and prayers are with the victim's family." Then, when asked about it on stream, she rigidly stuck to this response.
By the way, guys, if you see anyone asking about the David situation, I completely understand why they would. Please, please, please refer them to either my tweet or my IG story. Yeah, please let them know, because I understand why people are curious, and I don't want them to think I'm, avoiding it or anything like that. I gave you VIP, don't act up. It's just so I can actually see your messages. Don't say weird. Don't be a bad representation of me, okay?
Jason, meanwhile, knew that David had spent the past month touring the country and decided to put two and two together.
It was David. I'm pretty sure he's not even a suspect. The police don't even have him as a suspect. He literally performed yesterday. Right? I'm not fully updated on the news. He's not. Exactly.
And you weren't trying to go look to find out the news either, Mr. Wiener. Yeah, your mans did it. And you was around him when he was around that girl. Talking about, that wasn't the Celeste that I met. Well, we don't know no other Celeste, nigga. You a liar. This man's a liar, bro. I don't like these dudes. They're a bunch of weirdos, bro.
Honestly, this is good for David. It's a lot of publicity for him. So when he gets proven innocent, he's just gonna keep going crazy. How does that make me dumb? This is viral.
You is dumb.
Well, obviously somebody died. I'm not talking about the person that died. I'm talking about people are framing onto David, and he could use that as like, what do you mean GGs? What are y'all talking about?
GGs, little
PR ruin. Okay, bro. It's only MyCom that is more scared of me talking about a situation that everyone else has talked about. I'm gonna be on stage performing Summer Uptown with David on the 20th. Hopefully, unless things change. That's the same day at camp. Yeah, I'm gonna go to camp that day, and then I'm gonna dip mid camp and go perform. And
now I'm finna tell y'all how I know he a weirdo for sure. If I know a dead body been found in your car, I'm not coming around you. Yeah, we gonna perform and we gonna do it. Nigga, no. It's been a whole dead body found in your car. I'm not coming around you till we figure out how this dead body ended up in your car. I'm not about to come around you. That's how I know these dudes is weirdos.
And then go back to camp. But yeah, I don't think anything changed, man. I hope not. I hope he's doing well.
Then Jason reassured Ludwig that David was innocent.
We talked about the situation.
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not.
No.
Thank God, bro. Because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th, me and David. Do you think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
No way. I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
I think it's almost obviously not him. But what's weird is that Crocs dropped him.
And Hollister, like what? Innocent until proven guilty.
Facts.
You can add authorized users to your Tesla, right?
Yeah.
So that means someone associated to David or something.
As far as Jason was concerned, he was still performing with David on September 20th at the Greek Theater in LA. In reality, David's final concert was held on September 15th in Portland, Oregon. The fact that David was continuing to tour gave Jason the confidence to think that the murderer was someone else. But a few days later, Jason's defense of David aged quite poorly.
Police haven't released any connection between Celeste and David, who's currently on tour and cooperating with investigators. But according to authorities, the two have matching tattoos, the word shh on their fingers.
These matching tattoos meant that David had a close relationship with this person. And now his decision to continue doing concerts was highly suspicious. This new evidence also put the spotlight on Jason, where one tweet said, "FaZe Jason still hasn't changed his stance after defending David last week, even as new evidence proves him guilty." And another one read, "FaZe Jason is connected to both a PDF and an alleged killer."
See what I'm saying? You with him, bro? Like a pedo and a killer. That's crazy, bro.
And one tweet even says, "Fans believe FaZe Jason knew about David's past and tried to cover it up." It was these emerging narratives and rumors circulating that forced Jason to respond.
I want to retract my statement. Obviously, the other day, I was defending David before all the new evidence came out. I do not condone anything that David has done or is doing. Okay? That's just wicked and it's just unbelievable. It's been a lot to process. And one more thing, I want to say the girl that I met named Celeste at the FaZe house is not the same Celeste that was RIP to that girl. One thing I also want to add to the David situation. I did not know anything. I'm not even close friends with David. I made a song with him. All right, I had dinner with him one time in a group setting, and then motherfuckers saying I'm best friends with him. No, bro.
And Ludwig was also forced to backtrack too.
On hindsight, I regret joking so carelessly about the situation. I just genuinely thought, okay, hold up. I just genuinely thought there's no human on earth so dumb that they would murder someone and then leave the body of the person they murdered in their own car. I didn't think there could be a human that dumb on earth. I didn't think it was possible. So, maybe I was joking about it, because that's because I was genuinely, I couldn't even consider that he would have murdered someone and
Shut up. You talking about how you gonna say that you thought somebody wouldn't be so dumb to do that, but you knew it was a body found in his car. You knew that it was an underage girl found in his car. So what is you talking about? Y'all just didn't want him to be guilty. Y'all just wanted it to be somebody else. And the whole time it was him. So what do you mean by, I didn't think that nobody would be that stupid? Well, obviously, he's that stupid. But you knew all this already before you even said that. These dudes some lame, bro. Like straight widows. They all need to be punched on. I don't know what they daddies at. They all act like they ain't got their daddy in their life or something. Like a real man, an uncle or something. They need somebody in their life. They running around. They weird. One dude's calling himself the wiener. The other dude comes up. Well, I ain't think nobody would be that stupid. You knew what was going on.
Put them in his own car. I couldn't have considered that idea. Because the weirdest part about this news broke on her birthday. And he clearly knew her very intimately. And what did he do when the news broke that she died? He went out and performed like per usual on tour. Like dead on the day on her birthday when she's dead. So like he's a for sure psychopath. Like even if he did not have any hand in murdering her, like that's psychopath to not like, clearly this person was a part of your life and you're like, oh, sorry, I gotta go on tour.
Lacey also defended Jason and the bizarre narratives that he was somehow connected.
Somehow you guys try to link Jason. Y'all realize that just because you do a stream with someone or make a song with someone, like you guys act like Jason has absolutely nothing to do with this at all. If someone has the capability of killing another human being and talking to an underage girl and hiding it for years, that person is sick in the head. That is a sociopath, a psychopath. You know how easy it will be? Like you act like you should just know. Like what are y'all saying actually?
Shut up. That's what we saying. Shut up.
This has absolutely nothing to do with Jason, not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. It's literally just people trying to spin their narrative and push their narrative. And it's so sad because someone died.
But this did not exactly take the heat off Jason. Instead of posting that Jason the Ween changed his mind after new evidence came out, the very popular clipping page KickChamp posted, Jason the Ween now regrets defending David after the backlash he received. Followed by, Jason the Ween backtracks to we're not friends after defending David and calling him his best friend for months. However, while all of the attention was on Jason the Ween and Pokimane, there's actually a much more important streamer friend that people completely overlooked. On Sakura's stream was a guy called Neo the Asian who was a budding
Oh no. Oh hell. Oh no. You just smacked that man on his butt. Well, that man twerking and you just smacked him on his butt. Hold on, man. I know what I just seen. Hold on, give me a minute.
Pokimane, there's actually a much more important streamer friend that people completely overlooked. On Sakura's stream was
the man twerking and he smack him on his butt. You can't make this up. I told y'all they're a bunch of weirdos.
Was a guy called Neo the Asian who was a budding streamer and a close friend of David's. In fact, he was so close to David that he was asked to appear as a witness, but suspiciously failed to turn up to court. The police then tracked him down to his mom's house in Montana and arrested him. And this is what Jason had to say about him.
I've been told, Sakura, that this dude was a weirdo off camera, bro. Okay, so that night, I went to Tariyami's birthday party. Obviously, he was there. And Sakura was drunk, and I was like trying to move him around, talk to mad people. I was with Cutie and Hassan and even Ludwig, I think, that night. I would come back, and Neil would like tried to like, I don't know, I guess he was like following Sakura. This is all alleged. And then I went up to him very nicely. I was like, yo, this is my girl. I appreciate it if you just like, can you chill, bro? Like, you gotta relax. The night after, he like texted Sakura a long paragraph saying like, yo, Jason's moving mad weird. Jason's this, Jason's that. All I said was like, yo, you gotta chill out. Like, you're following Sakura, like trying to be touchy on Sakura and while she's drunk and shit. Like, he's trying to pick me as this bad person to Sakura. Yo, it was so weird, bro. He was so weird, bro.
And just like with Jason, lots of narratives circulated about Neo until he was finally forced to break his silence. He wrote on Instagram, "Thankfully, I'm legally fine in every way. And boy, do I got all my receipts for things. Ha ha ha. I told so many people that I trust and I thought knew me as a person, my side of things, all for that to be thrown out the effing window as soon as I got arrested and they slapped that D-head's name next to mine. And for the record, the thing I was arrested for, I wasn't even charged. They never filed it and my warrant was retracted because there's more to the story than what's on the news." Then Neo gave a more measured statement with his lawyer and wrote, "I understand due to my silence and the silence in general, it leaves a void of information that everyone wants to fill. But at the end of the day, this case isn't about me. It isn't about you. It's about getting justice for the victim and her family, and I care a lot more about that than trying to fill that void because of public opinion. Obviously, wasn't doing my part at first, but now I am. I've stayed loyal to my mindset, and I will continue to. I'm not publicly going to give any opinion or emotion about this case because I find it disrespectful and not my place to weigh in on it, especially as it's still ongoing. I'm not going to spam posts to justify and perform my feelings and thoughts for the internet, trying to satisfy people who have already made up their minds about me. In time, the record will speak for itself, and I'm moving on with my life." Neo cooperated with police and was not charged with anything. Instead, he helped the police with their next move.
Today, I am announcing the charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4vd, in connection with the brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time. These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances. The special circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation. These special circumstances carry with it, along with the first-degree murder charge, a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty.
And Jason responded with,
This is a win, bro. It only took 9 months. It's not my man's, bro. I don't want to see none of that shit. I already knew when I clicked this link, motherfucker's gonna be weird, bro. Okay, dude. How many times do I gotta say? Yes, before everything, all the evidence. And I don't know why people make it out to it just being me. Yes, I did defend him, and I regret doing that because obviously after all the evidence, I switched up on him. Yeah, I'm gonna switch up on a pedophile murderer.
But you already knew he was a pedo, and he was still your man's wiener. What are you talking about, bro? That was still your guy. You knew that girl was underage.
R.P. to Celeste, man.
Nonetheless, this didn't stop the KickChamp account from farming it. They would tweet, "Jason the Ween and Pokimane are directly involved in David's murder case as they shot a music video with him acting out a murder." And this was when Jason decided to finally respond.
Directly involved. Okay, bet. I bet. Nah, I'm saving this. Let me save this. I like download videos. Actually, let me screenshot this. Screenshot both this before you delete them. That's one. Let's go one more, bro. Hope Rainbed's paying you enough, buddy. Hope Rainbed's paying you enough, buddy. I know exactly how much they're paying you too, buddy. Hey, they offered Ween updates bread too. No, exactly. Hey, it's not enough. It's not enough, buddy. Hey, matter of fact, bro, I'm about to hit Pokey up, bro. We're gonna double suit your hit you with a double lawsuit, mother.
Defamation cases are notoriously difficult to win, But Asmongold said that Jason should try and find out who owns the Kick Champ account first.
You're not going to sue this person. You can threaten them. You can send them a cease and desist. You can send them a takedown notice, but you're probably not going to be able to sue them. You're probably not, like, realistically, that's not going to happen. Now, the only instance that I would look at suing them, this would be my advice, is that only sue them if they are directly connected to one of these casinos. Because if they are, then you can get the casino to pay you out, right? It's like you just won a jackpot. And so, like, you know, now you can get them to pay you a settlement of, like, you know, $700,000 or, like, you know, $1,500, you know, $1.5 million, right? So, like, that's what I would do. That's my best advice.
David's story proves as a tale of just how shallow friendships in the streaming world can be, especially as nobody seemed to see any warning signs, or it could just display the hypocrisy of certain streamers to jump at the defense of their friends who are killers, and also jump at the opportunity to come at the heads of anybody who gets allegations far less than David got and never even had an arrest on their record. But there is one particular streamer who had their suspicions about David.
Cooked. But hold on though, before we move on, that nigga David got locked up. I heard they gave that nigga full treatment. Y'all know we almost did In the Booth with bro. While ago. I don't know why it never happened. I think I was just like kind of like good off it. I don't know. I don't remember why, but This is a minute ago. I don't know. I will tell y'all though, FBD always told me, he said, hey, I'm not gonna lie, watch out for that. I'm like, His intuition, Morgan intuition is crazy. So I was just like, I see what you're saying.
Now, I wasn't even gonna say this part because I didn't think y'all were gonna believe me, but now y'all will. I was telling Max before, I was like, this gives me weird vibes. I can't tell you why. He's mad talented, but do not put this in the booth. Chat, you're gonna think I'm capping, chat. I didn't even want to say this, but now it's kind of believable.
But aside from Plaqueboy Max, David seemed to have the entire streaming world fooled. I mean, after all, he was a performer, and live streaming seemed to be merely an extension of this.
Yeah, man. All of them a bunch of weirdos. Y'all make sure y'all check out the playlist, man. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.